I am optimistically hopeless.
Do you want to explain that?
I am, because on the one hand, on, on, on the one hand, I want to believe
Yes.
that we're not going to live another 100 years like this. I truly want to believe that because it is not sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
It's not sustainable for our people. But on the other hand, we've maintained it for so long in such a seamless way.
Mm-hmm.
The design is so seamless that when we talk about it, that's why we get chastised, because it's like, are you kidding me? You all are making stuff up. There's no such thing. You can't legally do that. The laws are there to protect everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You're gaslighted, and you're meant to be like, you're just delusional.
Mm-hmm.
What more do you want? What more can we give you?
Mm-hmm.
And if a structure is so seamless, but it's doing what it was initially conceptualized to do,
Mm-hmm.
then where is it going in another 100 years? So I want to believe that as our generations are unfolding,
Mm-hmm.
that there will be some change. However, there was a study done by Christian Science Monitor, and they asked about, are millennials are as racist as their parents?
Mm-hmm.
So they're looking at the notion that we have social media. There are some areas now that are more diverse.
Mm-hmm.
People are traveling more. They have access to information globally
Mm-hmm.
at their fingertips, and people are beginning to see the world differently.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, there seems to be more interaction that millennials are having with people outside of their race,
Mm-hmm.
compared to their parents. And so one of the microaggression and implicit bias scholars talk about is one of the ways to help us overcome some of those challenges is by having meaningful, authentic engagement and relationships.
Mm.
And so if we're going to talk about how can we improve our relationship with the police, then we first need to come to an agreement. We first need to be truthful about the history of policing in this country and what is happening
Mm-hmm.
on both sides. And then talk about how we can move forward by beginning to authentically engage. But we're not living around each other. We don't want to agree that there are these inherent structural inequities that are codified in laws and sustained by government actions.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result of that, we can never really get on the same plate,
Mm-hmm.
on the same playing field. So we say, for example, here are some things that we can do. We can do ride-alongs, we can do, and yeah, there is some value to some of that. But we have to go deeper.
Mm.
And we cannot go deeper until we're honest with each other about what is really happening. And that conversation is yet to happen after so many tries. And so I have to believe, the optimist in me have to believe, or want to believe, that we will see some significant improvement.
Mm-hmm.
But the realist in me, and the political science person in me, and the historian in me is saying, if we look to our history, it's not giving us a really good guide as to our future.
Right.
So yes, I am optimistically hopeless, dear viewers.
That's an interesting way to put it.